So I wanted to get on here and talk about how everybody wants Marathon to fail. Marathon released about a week ago, and all of the discourse online surrounding it, not all of it, because there is some positive discourse, but more often than not, it's just a bunch of people trolling, calling it Concord 3, saying that nobody wants to play this game, it's dead on arrival, and constantly checking its Steam charts. I hate the fact that Steam charts have become like a metric that people measure success with, right? There are things to be worried about with Marathon, seeing as its all-time peak is 80,000. Arc Raiders was never that low, but it's not a Concord level failure. It's not even a High Guard level failure. And ever since those games had the catastrophic failures that they had, it's almost like gamers just want games to fail instead of like actually allowing a game to grow and cultivate an audience or a culture around it, a community, wherever. They want it to fail. Now, like I said, there are things to be worried about with Marathon. Sony acquired Bungie for billions of dollars, and it's very much like I doubt they recouped that amount of money with Bungie's projects. Destiny 2, they basically abandoned to work on Marathon, and Marathon itself, 80,000 on Steam. Who knows how much on console, but it's topping the charts on Xbox and PlayStation as far as like most played games throughout the week. Who knows how long that'll last? I'm not gonna lie, its store page is kind of ass. Like, I don't know anybody who would buy any of these skins. Like, to be honest, I love Marathon's aesthetic, all of that good shit, but I'm not gonna lie, man, $15 for skins that look like this is it's crazy. You know what I mean? And this battle pass too is ass. Nobody's buying this shit, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm not even gonna lie, like, I don't think players will even get to the point where they complete this battle pass, like on a major scale. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't a casual friendly game. So because of that, it's gonna be hard to convince everybody to spend their money on the game, which is what I would assume Bungie would want them to do. But also at the same time, you gotta give the game time to cultivate some sort of audience or to see where it falls in gaming. But at this point, we know that it's not a Concord 3 level disaster. You know what I mean? But people were labeling Marathon Concord 3 before it even came out, which is really the shit that is just weird to me. It always has been. If you go into the comments on like any video talking about Marathon, any video, like even just little tutorials on Marathon, even like Marathon lore videos, there's just people in the comments hating, talking about this game is trash. Oh, nobody's playing this shit. Concord 3. It's like, I'm sorry, but you have to be a loser to engage in that type of activity. It's genuinely not, you have to not be right in the head to do that type of shit. For a game that you supposedly don't like, to check its Steam charts and player count every single day for a game that you supposedly don't like, you're weird, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Like, even if the game, it does end up failing in the next 6 months like you say it would, that doesn't make you any less weird for getting underneath posts of people talking about the game or enjoying the game and just spreading hate about it. For what? And even just calling it a bad game. I'm not gonna lie, Marathon is a good game. It's a little rough around the edges. Does it need a patch? Yes, you need to patch those shotguns, Bungie. But at the same time, it's not a bad game. It's not Concord. It's not High Guard. It's not. This game has an audience. Does it have a wide casual audience? No, but it has an audience. And that's not something that you could say for any of the other games that everybody got their pitchforks out and, acted like an angry mob over. Like, there's this new culture around gaming where there's just an angry, negative mob surrounding a lot of games. And I understand it to a certain degree because people are tired of live service slop, as they say. They're tired of every game having a battle pass like Fortnite. They're tired of every game having $15 skins instead of unlockables inside of the game. And those are all fair criticisms. And I understand all of that shit. I even agree with some of it. I'm not gonna lie. If Marathon is $40, why do I have a $10 battle pass on day one? Why is every skin that's in the store $15 for one skin? For one shell on a character. If I switch to another character, I'm not using my $15 skin. This isn't a game where it's like you have a main for real. Like, honestly, you switch shells depending on the situation or depending on what you're gonna go on a run for. There's things to criticize about the game, basically what I'm saying. But I understand some of the negative criticism towards these games, but at the same time, it's just the loser behavior that I can't support. Like, nobody gets anywhere with these type of you know what I mean? Nobody gets anywhere talking about these games the way that you guys talk about these games. On day one in the Marathon Discord, we have people posting shit talking about, oh, this game will never be shit, hope you guys got your refunds, all of that. And it's just weird. People buying the game and, you know, not enjoying it within the refund window, refunding the game immediately and leaving negative reviews when it's an extraction shooter. If you refunded the game you played within like 2 hours, that is nothing in Marathon. Like, you barely even scratched the surface. So it's wild, it's weird. It's just a lot of weird behavior, a lot of weird culture around gaming right now. And honestly, I blame Twitter. Goodbye.